Scorpio, the time has come. And no, this isn't just another spiritual moment. This is the awakening, the shadow awakening, and it's calling your soul by name. From July 21 to 24, something ancient is surfacing, not from the stars above, but from deep within your bloodline, your past lives, your karmic DNA, the part of you that's been buried, silenced, feared, even by you. This isn't just energy, it's a karmic eruption, a soul quake shaking the very ground of your destiny. And Scorpio, if you're not ready, this storm could unravel everything you've built. But if you are ready, then these 4 days could change everything. This could be the moment you've been unconsciously preparing for your entire life. In this video, we're going to reveal 3 explosive karmic secrets rising from the deepest layers of your soul. A powerful spiritual warning from the ancient Scorpio prophecies, the truth about a soul agreement made over 800 years ago, now coming due, and the spiritual test that, if passed, will unlock a higher destiny timeline that very few are chosen to walk. But here's the truth most won't tell you. Before the breakthrough comes the breakdown. Before the crown comes the crucifixion. And for Scorpio, the only way out is through the fire. So if you've been feeling like you're on edge but don't know why, like something huge is coming, but it's still hiding in the dark, like the same old wounds are resurfacing, louder, meaner, and more urgent than ever. That's not anxiety. That's your shadow knocking. That's your destiny waking up. And it's saying, no more delay, no more denial, no more running from who you truly are. Because the universe doesn't care about your comfort right now, it cares about your evolution. Scorpio, you weren't born to play small, you weren't born to repeat cycles, you weren't born to suppress your power just to make others feel safe. You were born to break the curse, to walk into the underworld and come back with the truth. To resurrect not as who you were, but as who you were always meant to be. This moment between July 21 to 24 is not random. It's a cosmic checkpoint, a spiritual audit, a karmic mirror showing you exactly what still holds power over you and what must be reclaimed now. So here's your first spiritual assignment. Comment below. I face my shadow. I claim my power. This is more than a sentence. It's a declaration. It's a signal to the universe and to your soul guides that you're ready to step into the fire and emerge reborn. Because in these next 30 minutes, you're not just watching a video, you're unlocking a hidden file in your soul. You're receiving the prophecy you forgot you asked for. And you're walking into the most powerful phase of your Scorpio destiny. Are you ready? Let's begin. Scorpio, something ancient is stirring, and it's not subtle anymore. Between July 21st and 24, you will be pulled into one of the most intense soul alignments you've ever experienced. Not just this year, but possibly this entire lifetime. This is more than just a date on the calendar. This is a spiritual detonation, a cosmic activation that's going to shake your reality at every level. And it begins with what we call the triple shadow window. Let me break this down for you. The moon is activating deep emotional undercurrents. Your subconscious mind is being stirred like a storm at sea, bringing up old pain, forgotten memories, and feelings you thought were buried. But they were never gone. They were just waiting for this moment to rise. Mars, your co-ruler, is igniting soul rage, not surface-level frustration, but deep ancestral fire. The kind of intensity that can only come from injustices carried across lifetimes. This is the rage of being misunderstood, underestimated, controlled, silenced. And finally, the nodes of fate, cosmic karmic points, are being lit up like alarm bells. This means karmic memories from your past lives are now echoing through your current experience. Ever feel like something is happening again, but you can't explain why? That's not coincidence. That's karmic déjà vu. These three forces together create a spiritual, perfect storm. A shadow awakening that doesn't just touch your emotions, it pulls at your identity, your relationships, your health, your path, and you'll feel it in your body before your mind can even explain it. Watch for the signs: restlessness at night, like your soul can't sleep because it's being called somewhere deeper. Intense dreams, especially ones that feel ancient or symbolic. You may see old faces or experience entire lifetimes in one night. Emotional surges during the day, outbursts, crying spells, or a sudden heaviness in your heart without knowing why. Conflicts in relationships that seem way too dramatic for the current situation. That's because they're not about now. They're about then, your past life entanglements resurfacing to be healed. This is what's called a timeline collapse. The past, the present, and your soul's potential future are merging into one sacred point. And what you choose to do during these 4 days could rewrite your fate. Here's the truth, Scorpio. You are not being punished. You are being called to clean the spiritual wounds that have kept looping in your story. Called to take accountability, not for what happened to you, but for how you now rise from it. Called to remember that you've faced this pain before. But this time, you don't have to face it alone or unaware, because this is not the universe attacking you. This is the universe initiating you. You're being given the sacred chance to witness the echoes of your unhealed past and to choose a different future. And yes, it might feel chaotic. You might feel like things are falling apart. But sometimes things fall apart so the lie can finally be seen and the truth can finally rise. You may be asking, why now? Because your soul signed up for this exact window. You chose July 21st, 24, before you even incarnated, to reclaim something you lost centuries ago, to close a karmic loop that's been draining your power lifetime after lifetime. Scorpio, you are ruled by death and rebirth. So when things start crumbling during this portal, don't panic. Instead, say this to yourself: this is the fire that forges me. This is the truth that frees me. Because in this moment of collapse, a new version of you is waiting to rise. One that doesn't beg for validation. One that doesn't fear her own darkness. One that walks into the unknown and remembers her power. The universe is not giving you a breakdown. It's giving you a breakthrough in disguise, and only the brave, only the initiated will understand the difference. So take a deep breath, because the storm has just begun. Let's go deeper. Scorpio, here comes the first karmic secret, one that your soul already knows deep down, but your mind may have forgotten. You've been bleeding in the same place for lifetimes, not just this lifetime, not just this year, but over and over, across timelines, dimensions, relationships and roles. This wound is not a one-time event. It's a pattern, a spiritual fracture that has followed you across reincarnations. It's not just emotional, it's energetic. It lives in your auric field, in your nervous system, in the way you breathe when someone gets too close to your truth. And here's how it shows up. People you trust end up betraying you, again and again. Friends, lovers, family, you give your loyalty, your all, and somehow they turn it against you. You constantly feel like you're in survival mode. You grind, hustle, push through, but there's a deeper belief that safety, peace, or abundance can be taken away at any moment. So you hold your breath, just waiting for the next shoe to drop. You attract relationships that mirror your pain instead of your potential. They say the right things, they even love you, but they're wounded in the same place. And instead of healing together, you bleed all over each other. Scorpio, this karmic portal, July 21st to 24, is not just stirring these feelings for no reason, it's pointing directly to the source of the wound. Because you're not meant to carry it anymore. You'll start noticing the signs. Someone from your past may reappear, triggering unresolved emotions. Random emotional pain, something you thought you moved on from, comes back like it happened yesterday. Your body may react before your mind even understands what's happening. And the truth is, this wound isn't just about what they did. It's about what your soul keeps reenacting to finally break the cycle. You are not cursed, but you are looped until you decide that enough is enough. So here's what the universe wants you to hear right now. This pain is not your punishment, it's your portal. Let that sink in. The wound isn't here to destroy you. It's here to show you where the light is trying to enter. But only if you stop numbing it, stop ignoring it, and start facing it with full presence. Here's what you must do during this phase. When someone triggers you, pause. Don't react. Reflect. Ask, where have I felt this before? And what part of me still believes this is normal? When the pain resurfaces, don't suppress it. Write it out, speak it aloud, move it through your body. Let your emotions be the teacher, not the enemy. Most importantly, don't try to heal it alone. Call in your spiritual team, call in your ancestors, call in your future self who already overcame it. Because Scorpio, this wound may have followed you across lifetimes, but that also means you're powerful enough to end it in this one. You are not here to manage your pain. You're here to transform it into power. You're not here to carry the wound like a badge of honor. You're here to stitch it shut, transmute it, and rise from it. This is your soul's moment to look the pattern in the face and say, no more, not in this life, not on my watch. Because once you see the pattern, you can break it. And once you break it, you stop bleeding, you stop attracting pain, you stop repeating the past, and for the first time in lifetimes, you start to live. Let's go deeper. It's time to face the second karmic secret. Scorpio, you've spent your life being told your darkness is dangerous, that your intensity needs to be softened, that your emotions are too much, that your silence makes others uncomfortable, that your shadow is something to hide, to fear, or to fix. But here's the second karmic secret that's rising through this July 21-24 portal. Your shadow is hiding your most powerful gift. Read that again. Because this isn't just a message, it's your activation key. You see, Scorpio, your rage, it's not here to ruin your relationships. It's fuel, it's unexpressed boundaries, screaming for your protection and power. Your jealousy? It's not a flaw, it's unclaimed intuition. It's your soul telling you where your attention and alignment is off. And your shame? That heavy ache that says, I'm broken, I'm wrong, or I'm too much. That's not a truth, that's a map, a sacred pointer guiding you toward the exact parts of yourself you were conditioned to suppress, but are the core of your spiritual brilliance. During this shadow awakening, you may experience waves of intense emotion for no clear reason, tears, anger, numbness, or a storm of all three. The sudden desire to isolate, purge, delete, unfollow, and cut ties with everything that feels fake, forced, or misaligned. Deep dreams or meditative visions where you're shown glimpses of a past life, an ancient memory, or a version of you that feels eerily familiar. And here's what most people will do during this phase. They'll distract, they'll numb, they'll run from the very thing that's trying to reveal their gift. But not you, not anymore. Sit with it. Journal it, transmute it. Let me explain what that means. Sit with it. Don't try to fix your feelings. Let them speak. Let them rage. Let them weep. Your shadow is not the enemy. It's the part of you that wasn't loved when it needed love the most. Journal it. Write without filter, without logic. Let your subconscious pour out the story, the pain, the vision, the confusion. You're not journaling to make sense. You're journaling to release the spell your silence has kept alive. Transmute it. Use ritual. Use movement. Use breath. Burn what you wrote. Scream into a pillow. Dance until the energy shifts. This isn't about healing your shadow. It's about reclaiming it as sacred fire. Scorpio, you were born under the sign of death and rebirth for a reason. You're not meant to live a sanitized, surface-level life. You were designed to journey into the underworld, not to stay there, but to bring back wisdom, power, and truth that no one else can touch. You are not here to become lighter. You're here to become whole. And wholeness means holding both the moonlight and the shadows, the tenderness and the terror, the love and the loss, the light and the lesson. Because here's the truth. The world doesn't need more people pretending to be perfect. It needs warriors of truth, souls like you, who have met their darkness and chosen to love themselves anyway. So when the shadow rises, don't flinch, don't judge, don't run. Instead, whisper this: I claim the power hidden in my pain. I welcome the gift my shadow came to give me. I'm not broken. I am becoming. Because your shadow isn't your curse. It's your initiation, and only those brave enough to face it will rise as the soul leaders of this new timeline. Let's go deeper. Scorpio, prepare yourself, because this next karmic secret, it might just shake the foundation you've been standing on. Here it is. There is a force trying to interrupt your destiny, and it's been there for a while, hiding in plain sight, showing up as comfort, convenience, or just the way life is. But make no mistake, it's not harmless, it's strategic. It's been sent or allowed to distract you, delay you, and detour you from your higher path. This force could be a toxic relationship that keeps looping. Same argument, same heartbreak, same excuses. You leave, then you come back. You forgive, then they repeat. It feels karmic, because it is. It's a soul contract that you're meant to break during this portal. A job or life path that appears secure, but is actually draining your soul. You tell yourself you're lucky to have it. But deep down, it makes you feel small, stuck, and spiritually numb. You were born to lead, not to settle. An inner voice that whispers, "You're not ready. You'll fail. It's too late." But that voice, it's not your truth. It's your trauma echoing from a past life, or even this one, trying to keep you safe by keeping you small. This interruption energy will peak between July 22nd and 23, and you'll know it when it hits. Here's how it may show up. Sudden arguments where you feel like someone's trying to manipulate your energy or test your growth. Ego clashes where you're tempted to prove something instead of protect your peace. A major decision or unexpected fork in the road that forces you to choose. Stay in the familiar or leap into the unknown. And here's the test. This is not about physical strength. This is not about fighting harder or proving yourself. It's about clarity, the clarity to see what is draining you, no matter how normal it seems. The clarity to walk away from what's almost right, so you can make space for what's fully aligned. The clarity to recognize this is a karmic delay. This is a soul trap dressed as safety. This is not my highest timeline. Because here's the thing, Scorpio, you are standing at a fate fork, and the decision you make during this portal will echo through the next 6-7 years of your soul's story. If you choose the old loop, it'll feel safe for a moment, but soon that safety will become suffocating. The universe will keep turning up the volume on your discomfort until you're forced to act. But if you choose the truth, your truth, even if it's terrifying, messy, or completely uncertain, that one bold act of alignment can reroute your destiny. You came here for more than survival. You came here to disrupt patterns, claim your power, and walk paths no one else has walked. So ask yourself, right now, can I tell the difference between what's safe and what's true? Am I confusing comfort with alignment? Do I have the courage to walk away from anything that dims my soul? Because the karmic test isn't about how much you can endure, it's about whether you'll finally choose yourself. And Scorpio, when you do, your fate line doesn't just shift, it explodes into possibility. New love, new vision, new soul timeline, and the divine support to help you build it all. The choice is here, the interruption is real, but so is your power. Let's move into the ritual that will help you pass this test and reclaim the destiny that's always been yours. Scorpio, you've faced the karmic secrets, you've seen the wound, you've looked the shadow in the eye, and now it's time to rise. But before you walk forward, you need a sacred moment to seal this soul shift. Because transformation doesn't just happen in the mind, it happens when you ritualize it, when you speak to the universe in its own language, energy, intention, and action. So here is your personal activation. Scorpio Shadow Reclamation Ritual. To be performed any time after sunset between July 23rd and 24, when the veil is thin and your power is closest to the surface. Step 1. Light the candle. Choose a black or purple candle, black for protection and power, purple for psychic awakening and soul wisdom. As you light the flame, say aloud, I am ready. I call back all parts of my soul that I gave away. I walk into my shadow and reclaim what is mine. Feel the flame as a mirror. It reflects not only your light, but everything you've survived to get here. Step 2. Write the reclamation spell. On a piece of paper, handwritten, no typing, write this soul declaration. I release the fear. I reclaim my power. I am no longer at war with myself. Let it be messy. Let it be emotional. You're not scripting a performance. You're calling your energy home. And if you feel the urge to write more, go for it. Let your soul speak freely. Step 3. Burn it with intention. Now, safely burn the paper. Use a fire-safe bowl, a cauldron, or a controlled space where you can watch the paper turn to ash. As it burns, visualize your karmic cords being cut. See your past lives unhooking from the wound. See your fear dissolving. See your old stories turning to smoke. And whisper this, it is done. I am free. Take a deep breath as the flame fades. You are no longer who you were 5 minutes ago. Step 4. Journal what comes through right after the burn. While you're still raw, still open, grab your journal. Don't overthink, don't edit. Write whatever comes. Visions, feelings, names, ideas, random words or symbols. This is your unfiltered channel. The realignment has begun, and your soul is speaking through the cracks. You might cry, you might feel nothing. You might write pages or just one sentence. All of it is divine. Why this work? This isn't a cute self-care moment. This is spiritual surgery. Rituals like this bridge your inner world with the cosmos. They tell the universe, I'm not just learning, I'm choosing. I'm not just surviving, I'm becoming. I'm not just healing, I'm ready to lead. Scorpio, you've been to hell and back. You've danced with your demons and stared down your destiny. But this time, something's different. This time, you're not collapsing. You're reclaiming. The moment you burned that paper, something shifted. Energetically, cosmically, soulfully. You let go of lifetimes of karmic debris. And now there's space for your higher self to return. You've broken spiritual contracts. You've ended patterns passed down for generations. You've shown the universe that you're not afraid of the dark. You forged in it. Now, take a breath and let's move into the final chapter, your Phoenix moment. Because the awakening isn't ending, it's just beginning. Scorpio, you are not ordinary. You never have been. You were born under a sign ruled by transformation, intensity, mystery, and power. You are the phoenix of the zodiac, the one who walks into fire, dies to the old self, and rises, reborn, unstoppable, divine. But let's be honest, rebirth is never easy. Every transformation demands something. It demands courage. It demands sacrifice. It demands that you let go of who you used to be, so the version of you who's been waiting in the wings can finally emerge. This shadow phase, the one that's been stirring between July 23rd and 24, is not here to punish you. It's not chaos. It's not confusion. It's resurrection in disguise. The universe isn't against you. It's preparing you to hold more truth, more power, more purpose. And yes, it will test you. You will be cracked open. The illusions you've clung to will burn. The parts of you that were never real will dissolve. But what's left behind is gold, pure soul gold. You will emerge burning with clarity. You will carry the mark of destiny. You will radiate with power that comes not from control, but from deep alignment with your true self. Scorpio, you are no longer walking through this world blind. You've seen your patterns, you've faced your wounds, you've confronted your darkness, and now you are ascending from it. This isn't the end. This is a cosmic beginning. The karmic chains broken, the soul contracts cleared, the inner war done. You're no longer at war with yourself. You're walking forward with your shadow and light in unity, integrated, whole, awake. So now, take a moment, breathe in this truth. I rise through the shadow, I am reborn. Say it aloud, whisper it into the flame, write it in the comments, speak it like a spell, because this declaration, it's not just words, it's an energetic commitment. It's you telling the universe, I'm ready now. I choose to lead from soul, not fear. Comment below, I rise through the shadow, I am reborn. Like this video if you feel this truth in your bones, in your blood, in your soul. Subscribe and hit the bell, because your evolution doesn't stop here. Every week, you'll receive messages, prophecies, and activations that align you with your highest Scorpio timeline. You are entering a new era. You're no longer reacting, you're creating. You're no longer hiding, you're revealing. You're no longer surviving, you're soaring. Scorpio, from this moment forward, you are not your past. You are not your pain. You are the phoenix. And your ashes, they were always meant to be the soil your power grows from. So until next time, walk boldly through the darkness. Speak truth even when it shakes your voice. Claim your path even if no one understands it yet. Because your light, it was never meant to fit in. It was meant to lead the way. You are the storm, you are the fire, you are the prophecy unfolding, and the world has no idea what's coming.